Ryan Leaf with a really busy week here at Super Bowl, talking to everybody.
I missed last year.
Yeah.
You know?
You got to make up for lost time.
Yeah, we had a baby, so I had to miss last year.
Congratulations.
A very cute baby, by the way. We wanted to talk some football with you, and we also want to get your thoughts on, we're a data and scouting company here at SumerSports, so we wanted to get your thoughts on kind of like the draft season evaluation approaches, that kind of stuff. But first we wanted to have you, we want to pick your quarterback brain. And we have a specific play here that I know you felt somewhat passionately about after the AFC Championship game. This is the 4th and 5 for the Bills, their last gasp at a chance to win the game. And it was, of course, the throw that went to Dalton Kincaid. There was some debate about whether or not it should have gone to Khalil Shakir. I'd love to get your thoughts on the play through our Sumer Vision here.
Yeah, so we have Sumer Vision up right here. So Ryan, you're at the line of scrimmage. You're evaluating the play, biggest play of the game, 4th and 5, 2 minutes. This is such an interesting look that Spags puts up for him. What do you think Josh Allen is seeing here, and why do you think he was wrong, and what led to the pressure there?
Okay, well, for me, immediately, this goes to the chess game between Spags and Joe Brady.
Right.
Because all game long, anytime we really had a 3-receiver set, they were bringing pressure from this side, and Josh had seen it all game. The biggest thing I have an issue with is, and this just had to have been in the moment, knowing that it hadn't happened all game long, is that he doesn't think 20's coming, and he's mugged. I mean, that dude's right there, yet Josh moves the protection to his left, and immediately, and I don't know if it's before the ball even gets to him, he knows he's wrong, because 20 comes immediately, and that means the right guard, he's sliding to this side. There's nobody there. 22 McDuffie's not the problem on the corner cat. It's 20 who's mugged over the guard, who could have been easily picked up if he would have stayed in that protection. Instead, he believes they're coming from the side, sliding, 20's going to drop, and he's going to be able to go and maybe get to Shakir a couple seconds down the field and have a blocker in front of him. Instead, boom, immediately, I'm wrong. I got to do something to make a play. He does it unbelievably, finds Kincaid down the field for a first down, doesn't make the play.
Right, and I love that you highlight he feels it immediately, because let's roll it up into just short of a second into the play. And our model is showing that immediately he's feeling that pressure, the projected yards on that play. So you're at the quarterback position right here. It kind of goes to hell, right? What are your thoughts as, there you go, just like you said, 20's coming in. Is your thought, I just need to hit, someone who has the highest expected, I just need a completion, or do I need the most yards, or what is your thought process?
Yeah, I need to find a way to make a play at that point. I mean, just like it's over. I was wrong. And as soon as you recognize I was wrong, then I have to make something go. And there's no let's fight another day mentality here. You better find a way to make a completion. All right, so he's big enough, fast enough, strong enough. He may get to the outside. He tries. He tries to go right. He can't get there. And then unbelievably, I don't know how he got the throw off when he got hit, and accurately to the lone guy that is uncovered on this play. And he, unfortunately, CBS doesn't show us a lot of camera angles until a few plays later. And Dalton Kincaid, which is really rare, dropped the football. And this just goes back to when one team makes a play and the other one doesn't. That's the difference in a game like this.
No, and it's totally the difference. And what's interesting is we thought 10 Shakir, which a lot of people thought he should have gone to, was a high completion probability, but on average, it was only going to get you right maybe about the sticks. But the decision that he ended up making was, though the completion probability was not super high, it was expected to actually go ahead and get them.
The biggest thing.
By the way, though, this is none of this is to be critical. We understand fully that completion probability and all this stuff, when all of these other things are happening and the body's coming and you're like, oh my God, none of that is computing. And so it's splitting of hairs to say Khalil Shakir had, when the ball left his hand at about 32 frames in here, a 65 completion percentage versus Dalton Kincaid who had a 35 completion percentage. But obviously this is all stuff that they've sort of trained themselves in terms of what to expect and who is the best guy to go to.
I talked to a bunch of different people in the analytics side of things. I asked 2 years ago, really, what direction are you going in terms of variables for gut, variables for momentum? How are those variables being placed into the data? Because some of the decisions that are made, I look at Dan Campbell last year in the NFC Championship and the decision to go for it instead of attempt a field goal. If they attempt a field goal and make it, there isn't enough possessions left for San Francisco to come back and win that game. What's the chance they go to the NFC Championship again? It took them 30 years to get there. Everybody assumed they're going to go back this year. Doesn't happen. it's not the same game. It's not the same variable. It's not week 12 against the Bears. It's the NFC Championship game. So there has to be different kind of variables in my mind that are quantified in this type of algorithm. And I just don't think they are applied to it when they need to be.
How do you tangibly assess
I think you have, and what Thomas Dimitroff, a guy I really trust with this stuff, he talked to me about more data, just more like instances like that. Yeah. Now you have data on it. Like this is an instance where he went with something and you collect more and more data. Now you have a better idea of doing it. Because I'm a big fan of analytics. I like the understanding of science around stuff, but also as a football player, you just like, there's practical application, you know, and sometimes if you are going to sit in a room and go through dots and stuff like that, I think you probably should go out and practice it for whatever reason. Just do it, feel it, get like I said, go out, get roughed up a little bit, see if you can throw the orbit, really, in real time.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this follow-up question, because I think with this type of data, this is a bad example because it's so extreme, right? But over a period of time in a season, I think this kind of data, when you can, if you're a coach, you can stop tape, dots, and probabilities attached to it when you're going through the tape on Monday or Tuesday. And then rather than just saying, I think you should have got the ball out here, that guy's open, you can show them this guy's completion probability is so much greater than where you tried to go at this time. And you can maybe over time show somebody something tangible that clicks visually.
Well, I think really here, that's a great point. Like in this moment, like if you know you were wrong and 20's coming.
Right.
You know that, and the percentage is so much higher here. Maybe you then you take a leap of faith. You go, this is what the percentages tell me. As soon as that ball's in my hand, the guy's about to hit me, I just turn and I throw a little more air on it, just a little bit more air on it over the top. So when Shakur is going this way, because when Josh could have thrown the ball to him, Shakur's back still to him. Like Shakur can't see it. Right. So the ball would have to go up in the air, and then Shakur would have to take another step and find the ball somewhere when he wants to get it out. So that's a good point. Like, okay, I immediately know I'm wrong. I did the wrong protection shift, and so now I got to get rid of the ball. Either boom like that, and that takes a much different kind of throw, or find and buy some time and hit the guy that ultimately is uncovered down the field. I mean, those are so many things. The bottom line in this one is that, and I think Josh will tell anybody this, like, we thought we were right.
Yeah.
Right.
That guy, if I'm a quarterback and I haven't played in this game, and I'm just watching film on that one time, and I'm back there about ready to catch the ball, and I see 20, I see Reed, mugging the right guard, I would be absolutely insane in my mind to think that, I'm going to shift the protection away from Reed, who's right there. He has to believe in his mind that Reed's dropping out. That is the bluff, and he's dropping out. I'm going to slide the protection, be protected up, and then I'm going to be able to go through my read. Most likely, Shakur is the guy, and this is what all the league's doing. You go through the read. If I got a guy open, nope, hit the guy swinging around, and got somebody blocking down the field to pick up the short first down.
Yeah.
This time Spags wins, and Josh will be the first to admit, hey, I got it wrong, and then I tried to make a play when I couldn't, get what I wanted.
Yeah, I always say that all of this kind of data, like it all just creates a jumping off point for more context. Now we know which questions to ask, how to learn from it. There's so much more information that's available that I think could be helpful moving forward, not in terms of a looking back and second guessing necessally.
Yeah, why do that? Because the decision was made, and the thing when you're going through the practicality of throwing to somebody, you didn't call for, a guy that's going to be. We looked at this. You looked at this right here. The ball is probably mid-air when he realizes he's wrong.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows he's going to have to do something. Like you almost have to throw everything out of what you were doing in this play. And a lot of people don't do that. And it's not an algorithm that the quarterback immediately goes, all right, boom, vacate everything that we were going to run in this play. And now I have to figure out as an MVP candidate how to make a play.
Yeah, and what's wild too is the completion probability to Dalton Kincaid when the ball left Josh Allen's hands was 35%. Almost made it. Still.
Yeah, he had 65% chance not to complete it.
Yes.
And it was 100% chance. The throw was 100%. It hit him right this.
Well, that's what you get with Josh Allen.
Yep.
And this is what we get when we talk to Ryan Leaf. Thank you so much.
And I haven't played in 25 years. This is awesome.